Social media has really fucked us up. This is me in 2016. Over the last 8 years, I've done everything I can to be a bigger, stronger, more aesthetic version of myself. This is me now, but no matter how much I progress, each year I get more and more dissatisfied with my physique. When I look in the mirror, there are just so many things I would want to change. Acne, large nose, flat shoulders, my puffy nipples, uneven abs, small quads. I never feel like I'm good enough. I bet a lot of you are watching this video thinking, I know how you feel. That feeling me and so many of you are experiencing these days, that's body dysmorphia, and it's because of social media. To prove just how prevalent body dysmorphia is to those around me, I popped a couple of polls up on my social media over the last few weeks, and the results were exactly what I expected. The vast majority of people weren't happy with how they currently look. All of this begs the question, why does an explosion in body dysmorphia also correlate with the release of Instagram? Before we answer that, we need to understand something, and that is the availability bias. We create our own view of the world based on the information we have available to us, not on reality itself. Let me explain. I live in Australia. On the internet, Australia is known as the country where everything is trying to kill you. Spiders, snakes, sharks, octopuses, jellyfish, kangaroos. Roughly 200,000 people die every year in Australia, but only 20 of those are from animal-related deaths. That's literally 1% of 1% of deaths in Australia occurring from animals. But the internet would have you believe it's much more than that. The availability bias is the reason we perceive airplanes to be so dangerous when in reality, you're more likely to die from the drive to the airport than you are flying in the plane itself. Because when a plane goes down, it's on the news. But when a car gets in a crash, well, it's just an everyday event. And now with that out of the way, this is how social media is fucking with us. Let's say this pyramid represents all of the physiques in the world. Down here, we have Vladimir Harkonnen. I just recently watched Dune 2. Big fan, by the way. And up here, we have C-Bum. And somewhere between here and here is where you and I fit. Please don't judge my handwriting. Now, when Baron Vladimir posts a shirtless pic, no one cares. You might even say people are disgusted. When you and I post a shirtless picture, yeah, it might get a few clicks, a few likes, but honestly, no one really cares. But when C-Bum posts a post-workout pump pic, you care, and the algorithm pushes it out to the world. All we see on social media is the 1% of the 1% of physiques in the world. We then come home and look at ourselves in the mirror and think, why do I look so shit and they look so good? Yes, I took my jumper off, it was getting hot in here. But honestly, think about it. Who did you have to compare yourself to before social media? Maybe friends, family, top-notch celebrities, the people in your town, that is about it. But now it doesn't matter who someone is or where they live. Social media is plucking them out of the world and popping them right in front of your screen. And do you want to know what one of the saddest parts to this whole thing is? Not only are we looking at people on social media with top tier genetics, but a lot of what we see on the social media space is fabricated. Lighting, workout pump, filters, Photoshop, steroids. All these little tools are used to further separate what we see in social media from what we see in the mirror. And that's just going to continue to warp our minds on what a normal physique looks like and manifest itself as body dysmorphia. I want to leave you with an important quote today. Comparison is the thief of joy. The only way to fight against body dysmorphia is to stop comparing yourself to what you see on social media. Because it doesn't fucking matter how good C-Bum looks on stage or how fit or thick Kim K's looking. What matters is that we're trying to be a better version of ourselves. The only one you should be comparing yourself to is you.